Hello, I am Dr. Sunita Dubey, Head of Glaucoma Services at Dr. Shroff's Charity Eye Hospital. Today, I am going to talk about glaucoma, the silent thief of sight. So, what is glaucoma? Glaucoma is the name given to a group of eye diseases where the optic nerve is damaged. So, the optic nerve is found on the back of the eye, and this nerve is pretty important as it carries all the signals from your eyes to your brain. In other words, optic nerve connects the eye to the brain and carries the visual signals by which we see. The eye more or less works like a camera, and it's like when you take a photograph from camera, you connect to a computer to download the picture through a cable. However, if the cable is cut, then the image will not get downloaded. So in glaucoma too, similar thing happens. Due to increased eye pressure, the optic nerve is damaged and the image gets blacked out. So essentially the damage of optic nerve is due to increase in eye pressures. So what is this eye pressure or intraocular pressure? So it is similar to the pressure in a car or cycle tire. In eyes also, a right amount of internal pressure is essential for safety and performance of the eye structures. The normal eye pressure averages between 12 to 22 millimeter mercury, and here the millimeter refers to millimeters of mercury, which is scale for recording the eye pressure. So if this eye pressure goes beyond 22 millimeter, then the eye becomes at high risk of damage. So a little bit of eye pressure is essential for good eye health, as without any pressure, the eye would collapse like a tire with a puncture. So the eye has a pump that produces a small amount of fluid which circulates from behind the iris, which is the colored part of the eye, to the drainage channels in front of it. There is a fluid which is called the aqueous humor, which fills up the front part of the eye, and this is similar to how a sink works. The faucet lets in the aqueous humor and drain removes it. And this allows a constant pressure, keeping the shape of the eyeball perfect and your vision normal. But in glaucoma, the faucet let in too much of aqueous humor or the drain becomes clogged, as you can see here, leading to blockage of the fluid and which builds up the intraocular pressure, which in turn leads to damage to the optic nerve. So why this optic nerve gets damaged? Since the eye is a bony socket inside the skull and there is only that much space for the eye to expand or bulge. The only outlet is the back of the eye where the optic nerve is situated, and as all the pressure is put at this point of the optic nerve, and hence the damage occurs at this point more. So this is the reason why optic nerve gets damaged, because of the high pressure inside the eye. Now, what is the cause of glaucoma, or what causes glaucoma? So as I have already described, there is an anterior chamber which is filled with the fluid called aqueous humor and which has a dynamic flow, and it is produced and drained continuously, maintaining the volume and pressure in the eye. And if this fluid is unable to drain, it adds pressure to the optic nerve and ultimately causes damage to the optic nerve and causing painless and gradual loss of vision. So So what are the symptoms of glaucoma? Generally, there are no symptoms related to glaucoma. Glaucoma does not cause any symptoms, and that is why it is called the silent thief of sight. Especially in the early stages, there are no symptoms. However, in certain cases of angle closure glaucomas, when the intraocular pressure increases, there can be some symptoms like eye pain, headache, blurred vision, or colored halos around the light, nausea, maybe vomiting, or redness of the eye. But in open angle glaucomas, generally the disease is symptomless. So as I said, in the early stages, there are no symptoms and the vision remains normal. However, as the disease progresses and the optic nerve becomes damaged, the patient can see blank spots in the field of vision. However, you will not find, or the patient will not find these blank spots in everyday activities until the optic nerve gets seriously weakened and those spots get big. And because of the continuous damage to the optic nerve and the continuous damage to the fibers, the blindness will pursue. So as you can see here, these are small scotomas or black spots in the field of vision, and they will gradually increase until, and in the later stages, they'll coalesce and complete darkness will prevail. And this will lead to complete loss of vision. Similarly, you can see in this picture also, this is the patient with healthy optic nerve. The patient can see everything clearly, but as the fibers are damaged, the side vision is reduced. The side starts constricting from the periphery, but still the central vision is intact till the end. And as more and more fibers get damaged, the tunnel vision will appear and the blindness will occur. Now, what are the different types of glaucoma? So there are different varieties like primary open angle glaucoma, angle closure glaucomas. In primary angle closure and open angle glaucoma, which is the commonest type, here the angle between the iris, which is the colored part of the eye, and the cornea is open and there's no block to the drain of the fluid. However, the eye's drainage becomes less effective over time and slowly raises the pressure inside the eye, which can damage the optic nerve. Sometimes the optic nerve becomes sensitive to even normal pressure, and these patients' optic nerve is at higher risk of damage. So treatment is required to avoid any more loss of vision. Another variety is closed angle glaucoma. So many eyes are shaped too close to the drainage angle with the iris, and they're often tiny and farsighted, and iris can be drawn into drainage angle and completely blocked. So as a result, the fluid cannot leave the eye and the pressure inside the eye is increasingly rising up, causing a serious angle closure attack. And this is a type of glaucoma which can produce acute symptoms like severe pain in the eye, headache, and blurred vision when the pressure becomes very high. Now coming to the diagnosis of glaucoma. How glaucoma is detected? As glaucoma in most of the cases is symptomless, a regular eye checkup is essential to diagnose glaucoma. The ophthalmologist will perform a series of tests to diagnose glaucoma, and these tests are required to measure the pressure of the eye, which is called tonometry test. The shape and color of the optic nerve can be seen with the help of ophthalmoscopy. The field of vision can be assessed with the help of perimetry, and the drainage channel of the eye can be seen with the help of gonioscopy. And it's also important to measure the thickness of the cornea, which can lead to high, erroneously measure the pressures as high or low if it is thick or thin. So why so many diagnostic exams? Because doing one test will not be sufficient, as not a single test is there which is sensitive and specific for diagnosis of glaucoma. So it's important that all these tests are being performed in a patient who is suspected to have glaucoma or who is suffering from glaucoma. So now coming to the treatment, since the damage because of glaucoma is permanent and irreversible, it's important to treat the disease very early in the course. So it can be treated either with the help of medications, laser surgery, or incisional surgery. So an ophthalmologist, your glaucoma specialist, can use any of these methods for your treatment, and most commonly used treatment is medication. Either a single, in the beginning, a single medication can be used to control the intraocular pressure, but sometimes or after a few years, more medications may be required. Laser treatment may be recommended for different types of glaucoma, and the laser can slightly increase the outflow of fluid and stop fluid blockage. Surgery is recommended if your doctor feels that it is necessary to prevent further damage to the optic nerve, as it creates a new drainage channel for the aqueous humor to leave the eye. So if in patients who are not getting controlled with medications or multiple medications, or who develop side effects because of the medication, or who are not compliant with the medication, generally require surgery. Also, sometimes the medications are expensive and they have to be used lifelong. Therefore, it is suggested for these patients to undergo surgery. Now, who are at the risk of glaucoma? So one should know if one is at risk for glaucoma. So if you are more than 40 years of age, if you're using steroid medications for a long time, steroids are the drugs which are being used for treating allergies or some kind of inflammations, and they are easily available over the counters and therefore indiscriminately used, especially in countries like India. And they have the potential to cause very high intraocular pressures and glaucoma. Then patients who have high myopia or who have nearsightedness, patients who suffer from diabetes or hypertension, most importantly, patients who have family history of glaucoma. If your parents or siblings or grandparents are suffering from glaucoma, then you are at a very high risk of developing glaucoma, almost 3 to 8 folds. So this is a very important risk factor. For patients who have high intraocular pressure, who have an history of eye injury, or who have thin corneas, are at high risk of developing glaucoma. So one should know about these risk factors, and if you are at risk of glaucoma, it's important to undergo a complete comprehensive evaluation of your eye for detection of glaucoma. So to summarize, glaucoma is a disease where some patients could have high IOP, and in some patients, the IOP could be normal. Because of the high intraocular pressure, there's damage to the optic nerve, and the optic nerve damage can lead to visual field loss, as you can see here in this picture. And there is a gradual constriction of your field of vision, and when more and more optic nerve fibers get damaged, the vision can be lost completely in an irreversible manner. So what you need to do to prevent vision loss because of glaucoma? The simplest way is, if you're more than 40 years of age, if you are myopic, if you have been using steroids for a long time, or if anyone in your family is suffering from glaucoma, you need to get your eyes tested without fail every 6 months to 1 year. If you are already a glaucoma patient, then you should use medications that doctor has prescribed you on a regular basis without fail. And you should periodically get your checkup done every 4 to 6 months or as per doctor's advice. You should also take a family member for a checkup, as glaucoma is hereditary and it can run in families. As we know, vision loss cannot be regained, but further loss can be stopped by appropriate treatment. So it's important to seek the advice from your glaucoma specialist and start the treatment as soon as possible, as timely diagnosis and appropriate treatment are the key to glaucoma prevention and prevention of loss of vision because of glaucoma. Thank you very much for your kind attention.